know what I'm saying? So you going to do those things, like you said, it's a tough task. That kept them in shape. That's how tough the task was, or you walking. You know what I'm saying? You walking, so you sitting there walking and you getting your cardio, you getting the workout, you getting the sweat to keep your metabolism going. Don't let biker boys go by. So you had to, it kept you in shape, man. That's how tough the task was. It kept you in shape. You know, you don't read stories about them doing, about them working out and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But the things that they was doing as a daily living kept them in shape. It kept them with cardio and all of that. And then again, they wasn't just sitting around playing a fucking game all day. They wasn't watching Netflix. You know what I'm saying? It was constant building, if anything. It was either constant building or constant wickedness. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't have TVs and internet and all of that shit, man. All right?
You have to work on the homestead. You got to go feed these fucking chickens.
Yeah.
You got to go milk this goddamn cow. You got to go chop some wood because you can't turn on the heat. You got to burn a fire. All right? You want to take a bath? Everybody got to take a bath. Everybody needs drinking water. Everybody needs to wash their dishes and their clothes and stuff.
Yep. You think about it, like you go out and kill something, it's fresh. You know what I'm saying? It was fresh. You know, I was watching something that was talking about like the meat. When they kill the fucking animals, they got the shit all in them. You know what I'm saying? No, mainly pigs. You know, but you don't know where these animals is coming from. You know what I'm saying? But you have to eat. You know, you're gonna buy the food, but back then you go and kill something. Like it's a law, if you find a dead animal that's legal, you can't just take it and eat it. You gotta see it die, man. That's a law. You gotta see it die. You can't just walk, oh, turkey. Pick that up. It's none of that. Ain't no roadkill, taking roadkill and shit, man. You see a deer on the side of the road, you gotta keep going. You can't grab it and fucking go take it home and clean it and cook it, because it's a law against that. All right, it's a health concern.
Right.
You know, you don't know where that animal came from, how it died. Somebody could have poisoned the fucking animal to kill it, to catch it, to cut his head off and hang it on the wall like these crackers do, man. All right, you don't know that, you know. So, hey, man, the Lord covered all bases, man. The Lord covered all bases, man.
Perfect example of that is with my forefather Isaac and Jacob and Esau. He sent Esau out to go get some venison so he can eat. They ain't had no refrigerator with a bunch of meat stored up. They had to go get it. You know what I'm saying? They had to go out in the wood. They had to get physical.
I'm gonna get the one out the refrigerator or the deep freezer. It wasn't that. Yeah. All right, let me get this motherfucker. You know, probably had a bow and arrow.
Equipment, whatever it takes.
Retainer right here. He had a bow and arrow right there. He about to go get something.
Well, I think they had something.
At the most, they probably had like a root cellar.
Yeah, they had, because Rebecca, she had the fresh venison for him so he can get the blessing. But you know,
the goat, they killed a goat.
Yeah, or a goat, yeah. So okay, yeah. But it was legal too, and they sit and watched it die. You know what I'm saying? He still had to kill it. Let's get back into what was on. No, you can finish. Yeah, was that?
Psalm 149 and 8, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
Yeah, that's slavery, man. Now, if you can't picture that in your mind, look up slave. Go on Google and look up slavery. You're gonna see a bunch of dark-skinned people with shackles, chains, yokes, muzzles, all different type of things resembling that they were in bondage, man. So this is the same thing. This is gonna flip over. The table's gonna be turned when we get to the kingdom, because Esau's gonna be the one in shackles and chains. It says his kings and his princes and his nobles. So that's talking about these elites, these crackers that's up there that have power to control different laws and regulations in this world. Those are going to be the same ones. They're going to be the first fruits of slavery in the kingdom, man.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
And captivity is straight up slavery, man. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Who led the Israelites into captivity? Who brought Negroes over here on slave ships? They had Issachar in slavery. They had the Indians. They came over here and they took over the Indians and put them to work, man. So they've been leading us into captivity until this current day. We're in captivity. So guess what? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So all these two-time losing peon crackers, so what that you're dealing with slavery now, man? So what? You got to deal with it on a more crucial level when we get our rulership back, man, through the Heavenly Father, man. We're gonna have our time to rule, man. We're gonna have our time to be slave owners. Y'all believe what goes around comes around, right? Well, that's what the scriptures say, man. So read that again.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, period. Read the rest of that too.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Yep, who been killing off the people for 400 plus years, man? Who been killing off our people 400 plus years? Having them in slavery, doing all types of wicked, abominable, murderous acts against our people, trying to genocide our people, man. And Psalms tell you that they try to erase our people by killing us off. However they could, by smallpox, you know, by man-made diseases, by just straight up killing us in cold blood. So guess what? They're gonna get the same treatment, man. The Most High is not leaving these so-called white people unpunished.
Here's the patience and the faith of who?
And this is the patience and the faith
of the saints.
Of the saints, man. Which we went into, that's Israel. This is the patience in our faith, man. This is what we're longing for. We're fighting so hard to get this kingdom because we know this one is being ran in wickedness, man. By a peon. By a homosexual. Esau. He's everything in the book on the left-hand side, man. By his works. So yes, this is our patience and our faith. We're waiting to get our hands on these crackers, man. So what if you don't like how we're talking? If you don't like the message, then that's fine. Keep it pushing. But this is what the scriptures say, so this is what we waiting on, man. And we ain't deviating from it, not a bit. Not one jot, not one tittle.
Psalms 149 and 8. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord.
Yeah, so this is that was a whole build-up to say, look, these are my people. This is what y'all gonna do to those that had y'all in captivity. This is what you gonna do to these crackers, these ones that got power. This is what's gonna happen in the near future. Of course, it's a build-up. Things have to happen before they go into slavery, but this is gonna be their end. They're not gonna be able to make no rules up. They're not gonna be able to run nobody no more, man, except their own households. They're not gonna be able to make up laws and commandments no more. Unrighteous decrees. They're not gonna be able to do that no more because they're gonna be in slavery. They're gonna be under the rule of YAHAWASHI and under the prophets, man. They're gonna be under Yahweh, because it says they're gonna flow unto us for the law, so they're gonna have to come to us. You're gonna be under us now. That's what's coming to you, Esau, in the near future, man.
That's why it talks about a new government. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It talks about a new, first of all, it talks about a governor, which is Yahawashi. And we're joint heirs with him, you know, so like the brother was saying, hey, because it says because unrighteous dealings and ill-gotten gains, you know what I'm saying? The kingdom is transferred to one people from another, all right? So basically, long story short, this society is not righteous. Any society that has been in rulership is not being righteous. Therefore, it keeps switching and being transferred from this person to that person. So when we get into our kingdom, joint heirs with YAHAWASHI, it's going to be a righteous kingdom. That's why it's going to be an everlasting kingdom, because there's going to be no reason for the people governing the kingdom, the nation that's governing the kingdom, to transfer to anybody else by wickedness, man, because we're going to have our new covenant. All right, we was at the top, we went around, fell to the bottom, was in slavery under all nations, and then the Lord bringing us back to the top, man.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that which is sown with good.
Yeah, so this same wickedness, these things that you see right now, man, if they don't get turned around, the Most High don't send no type of judgment for that, to where things get flipped around, this is going to go on forever. And then guess what? We can't get our kingdom. But the Most High is not a man that he shall lie. So we know that this place got to be flipped upside down, man. We know that some type of judgment is coming to this place. All these unrighteous decrees and these unbearable laws we got to deal with, taxes, homosexuality, you got to teach. Now what they're pushing Satanism in the schools now, man, on a higher level. Because they want not only for kids to know about Christ, or let them say how Christ, they want to know about the Baphomet, they want to know about being atheists and all this. They're pushing that in the school, so now they're giving them choices to be wicked, man. I had a precept real quick. This is what you was going into real quick. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 13. It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Because the brother was going into it, there's not going to be no reason for us to pass it on to a wicked nation, man. We're not going to pass off the torch to somebody who's going to do wickedness. The kingdom is going to solely dwell on righteousness, man. And the Most High said we ain't going to have to pass the torch, man. We're going to have the torch forever, man. In our kingdom, we're not going to have to work. We're not going to have to deal with going to war. We're not going to have to deal with none of the same things that we deal with here, except keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, which is going to be written in our inward parts. So that's going to be a breeze. But the kingdom is going to be righteous, man. Ain't going to be no room for no gray areas for you to do your wickedness. None of that shit, man. Because the scriptures say that whatever nation that shall not obey and serve thee. Matter of fact, I want to get there real quick because I don't want to mess that scripture up. In Isaiah, I believe 60 and like 20 something. That's why the nation that shall not serve thee shall be put to death. 60 and verse 12.
Isaiah chapter 60 verse 12. For the nation...
Go up to 10 because we was already talking about this. Okay. Because this the book of Isaiah, the 60th chapter, goes into how these nations are going to be building our kingdom up, man. Which is what? A way of slavery. This is talking about future events that are going to happen in the kingdom, man. Okay, so it's a good chapter for brothers to read, but we're gonna get a good part of it just to get to the point.
Isaiah chapter 60 verse 10. And the sons of the strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee.
Yeah, the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. So we're not gonna have to do nothing, man, but be rulers, man. we're gonna have our own slaves. I need you to build this. I need you to go gather the sheep, or go do this, go do that. This is the same thing it's talking about. They're gonna be building houses, man. They're gonna be building up, and they're gonna build up a government, just how we built up this bullshit, man. Israelites built up this society, man. Blood, sweat, and tears, man. So it's about our time to get that revenge, and that's exactly what this passage is going into.
And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls,